Welcome, everyone. This is the EnergyBody Checkup for December 2020. Last week of November, I talked a lot about coming back to your heart. And I hope that you took some time to come back to your heart space and to get to really know what your heart is desiring and needing. I hope that gave you some sense of peace and loving kindness towards yourself, because the full moon eclipse was very powerful and then kind of set the stage for December, and maybe almost like a culmination of 2020, as some of you are feeling. Remember that we have another eclipse, one on the 14th, and that's a solar eclipse, and then that's a new moon also, and the solstice on December 21st. So there's a lot going on cosmically in December. And what's interesting is that over the weekend, Chris and I were drawn to watching the original The Matrix movie again. And, we've seen it many times, but we just felt like we needed to see it again. And this moment in our collective history feels a lot like we've taken the red pill instead of the blue one. For those of you that know the movie, you probably know the reference I'm making here. And without getting into the details of the movie right now, what I can tell you is that this red pill I also took, feels like, is definitely showing my mind and body what I have never seen or experienced before. The new dimensions and unimaginable shifts are unfolding, and they are revealing themselves, but not as something I can clearly express into words right now. For me, these new waves of change come in bouts, and they impact my body a lot more. And I have had multiple sharp ear pain in my left ear, not in my right though, but just mostly on my left. And it's pretty sharp and it doesn't last long, but I always have to kind of hold it and to just relieve that. And I have started to experience an occasional, like a whoosh of dizziness, as if my field of vision is recalibrating. Not uncomfortable at all, but definitely like nothing I've ever experienced or felt before. And going back to the Matrix again, sorry everyone, but it's like when the Neo pushed the mirror in and it just bounced back and the mirror became like a liquid silver movements. That's kind of sometimes what I feel in my body. And that's what I see as a vision. So I'm simply going along with it right now and not trying to figure out what is it, or put words to it, or I need to sort it out somehow. And that's okay with me right now. And I felt this way a lot over the last several months. But my inner knowing has been repeating the same message to me. Do not try to identify or speak of what the future is, because we are in the process of co creating. Yeah, we're in the process of co creating. So just the words don't even describe what's coming. So inner voice cautions me and cautioned me many times not to try to define what the future holds for us, because if I can define it with words, then I will be pulled right back into the limited vision of the old belief system. So the future needs us to be more open and fluid with it. It takes us to not to get too caught up. It not takes us, but it asks us not to get too caught up in set ideas or definitions, because that will only come from our preconceived notions or expectations, or even like projections, which are all fed by our old narratives and stories. And we have been working on releasing the old narratives and stories for some time now. So this month is all about staying in the moment. not predicting, not anticipating. This, despite the fact that so many people are giving predictions and future visions, and the very fact that I record this energy body checkup, which is an outlook for this month, or every month, to give you a bit of sense of what to expect. um it might feel a bit strange to you that I'm asking you to come back to this moment over and over again, instead of moving your energy toward the future and seeking predictions. But that's the message this month, to really cultivate the ground that you stand on right now instead of looking ahead. In order for you not to get carried away by the projections and predictions, this is the month to come back to the basics. Come home to your body, reoccupy your body, because cosmically, we are set to have a very powerful December. I don't know what that will exactly look like, but I kind of have a sense of what that would feel like. But, honestly, doesn't matter to me what it would look like, and I don't need to put that into words. The only thing that matters is for you to come home to your inner being, get grounded, take responsibility for your health and well-being, and work on realigning your body from head to toe, from the toes to head. And this month will be, a good month to reconnect with your head and your heart connection, and in your heart and your gut connection, and your gut with your hips with your knees, and your knees with your ankles and feet, and your feet with your breath. And I think that this month, what really came through me when I was really focusing on this, what to share with all of you, is that I started cracking up because my inner voice said this month will be a good month to revisit the song Dem Bones, which is it's actually a spiritual song, but children's song also, right? That goes something like the toe bones connected to the foot bone, and foot bones connected to the heel bone, and the heel bones connected to the ankle bone, and the ankle bones connected to the knee bone, and so on and so forth, right? Until it goes to the neck bones connected to the head bone. And then the last line is, now hear the word of the Lord. And last line is, now hear the word of the Lord. So connect all your bones and all that you are from the toe bone up, so you can connect with the word of the cosmos and hear the divine whispers of that still small voice. And, when I read that last line, it really, I felt energy move straight through me. And I thought, wow, what a simple message, but this is what I need to share this month. No, because we are all co-creating the future as we speak. You will want to make sure you are connected within you, so that you don't get lost in all the different voices outside of you that are telling you what the future is going to look like, feel like, and operate like. Perhaps they know, maybe some of them do know, but I honestly don't need to know and want to know, because I plan to fully participate in this process called the future. And in order to do that, December is going to be an important month for me and for you to practice silence, stillness, and remain open and ready for the still, quiet voice that is reaching for you and reaching for me. This is why I see December as a playful month also. Play can not only be fun, but innovative and imaginative. I used to love creating different games or adding new obstacles or ideas into a familiar game. So that is how I recommend you navigate the month of December. Rules can be bent and gravity defied, just like in the movie The Matrix. You can set new rules for yourself and the universe to follow. So you can set new rules for yourself and the universe to follow, not always the other way around. Get involved in the process of co-creation. You are not passive participant or passenger on a road, long road trip that you didn't really want to go on. You set the course now. You draw your map. You get to decide where you are headed. But remember to come back to this moment over and over again as you envision that too. Okay. Because you still need to take breaths for this moment. You can't take the breath for yesterday and you can't take a breath for tomorrow. So come back to this moment. Like I said, you have been working on your old narratives, old stories, old patterns since, mid this year. Some of you started in May. And so now tap into the creative side of you, the childlike self in you that always wanted to color the sky purple because you get to. What an opportunity we have been given to color your life differently from this point forward, to reinvent you, to rewire your brain, to breathe in new ways, to walk by skipping. How amazing is that? So don't get bogged down by heaviness because there's a lot of kind of density in the air also. And maybe dense and heavy information is out there also. There will always be challenges in our lives, right? That's not news. What's different is that you can choose this time not to have negative vibrations weigh you down. You get to choose to use your wings to fly. You get to activate your fins to swim across the ocean. That's what December is all about. And in order to fully show up to this amazing month, a month of possibilities, the last month of year 2020, you are receiving an invitation to come back to your body fully. Embody yourself here and now. This year has been a journey back home to your body. We have been reminded to do that over and over. I believe this is because we are meant to ready ourselves within our physical human form so we can remain balanced and grounded while changes in frequencies and vibrations continue to awaken us to the fullest potential of who we are as energy beings. So that's what I have for you for December. And so I hope you can take some time to remind yourself that you exist in this moment and that your body requires attention in this moment, and take responsibilities for your well-being and your health. And when you feel weighted down or there's an energetic density that's coming over you or towards you, or you might have maybe created it yourself, you know that you can release that out by focusing back into your breath, particularly your exhales. All right. I hope this is helpful for you, and let me know what your thoughts are under the comment section. Would be great. Talk to you soon, and be well and take care of yourself, and really, really participate in this month of December.